Hello everyone, it's Sting Smash back with another Bluray Steelbook review. This is the Chronological UK Bluray Steelbook review. Take two, because my first take wasn't very good, I wasn't in a good mood, and I also put a Steelbook out of order. It was only about 1 week and by a couple of Steelbooks, but still, it niggled me, and it wasn't a good video anyway, so restart. So we're starting off with Olympus Has Fallen. This was released on the 7th of October. All the steelbooks in this video are from October. It was a real overkill, and this isn't even everything from October, because we made about 6 last week, and last time, sorry, and there'll be a couple next time as well. This video's only got 19 steelbooks in it as well, but we'll get to that very shortly. So yes, this is the first one. It was a Zabby exclusive, still available and has been reduced in price. It's got some nice artwork. These were the two choices you could have for the front artwork, and that one won, so they put the other one on the back. Decent release from Lionsgate, and there's a disc there and inside artwork. So yeah, I'd pick it up now because it's a decent steelbook, and you know, it's come down in price. So that was the 7th of October. I think it's still on the 7th of October, and we have a Zabby exclusive. This is from the same wave as others that we showed last time, like the Gremlins Steelbook and the Goonies. It's the Prestige, and this has got a nice glossy finish to it. Border, embossed title, and yeah, very well done. Very cool stuff. This one also reduced in price. I'm pretty sure it's still available as well for a fair go. So yeah, I'd say pick that up if you like your glossy steelbooks. Very nice indeed. Next up we have two that had a release date of the 8th for some reason. I don't think they were released on a Tuesday. I think just, you know, Zabby sometimes mess up and they put down Tuesdays instead of Mondays, or Sundays instead of Mondays sometimes as well. So this is Die Hard, nice embossed title and border, nice bullet on the back there, bullet artwork, and the disc that's been around forever and ever, and some nice inside artwork too. And on the same day we also had Planet of the Apes 1968 edition, original release, and this one it's got some odd artwork on it, but again, just like Die Hard, same sort of thing on the front there. Inside there's the disc and the spoiler alert. Although I hardly think it's a spoiler alert at this point. I mean, if you haven't seen Planet of the Apes at any point in your life, either you're not going to, so it doesn't matter, or you've seen that plenty of times. So now we move on to the 14th of October. First up we have a non-exclusive. We're going to look at a couple of non-exclusives here. We have After Earth. I like the fact that this doesn't have the title on the front or on the side. They put it all on the backing card. It makes it a little different, but at the end of the day, if you want to polish a turd to make it look shiny, then you can, but it's still a turd, and this has come down to under a tenner now, and it's probably going to get even lower at some point. So yeah, don't go ahead and rush out to buy it, because it's not going to sell it anytime soon. So next up we have Life Force. This is from Arrow Video, so you know you're going to get a good release. Pretty cool artwork, especially well, the back's pretty cool as well. Inside here we have two discs. We have disc 1 is the international version, and then disc 2 the theatrical version. Both Blu-rays, that's good. Nice big thick booklet, which you always get, and some nice inside artwork too. So yeah, this one did start to creep up in price a bit, but it's come back down as a lot of Arrow Video releases do. So you can pick this up pretty cheap now, around about the £10 mark, I think. So still on the 14th of October, and we now move on to some Zabby exclusives. But before that, I should mention, as I said, this video only has 19 steelbooks in it, because there was a release for this week, 14th of October, which is down on the UK steelbook list that I use, but as I mentioned before, I do not class it as a UK steelbook, and that was for Testament, the Dark Roots of Thrash, which is, you know, some metal band or something, concert and things like that. The fact is, number one, it's a G1 size steelbook, Number 2, it's got German ratings on it. Number 3, the company that released it are from Germany, and in fact they released a DVD Steelbook and a Bluray Steelbook, and it's the exact same Steelbook. They just put it's 2 CDs and a bonus Blu-ray, 2 CDs and a bonus DVD. So you could call it a CD Steelbook, but the bottom line is it's an import. The fact that Sainsbury's and Amazon sold it doesn't matter to me. You know, they didn't sell the DVD Steelbook, so they obviously only imported one of them. And I've had that argument for a while. Of course, I did get the response from the person responsible for the list, who is a fan of the band, who said, well, all imports are Steelbook, all Steelbooks are imports because they're all made in, you know, Denmark or whatever. Bottom line is, yeah, if they don't have a UK rating sticker on it, or an E, you can have an E, you know, exempt, that's fine, but didn't have a German rating sticker. So for me, it's not a UK release and doesn't have any place in my collection. And everyone should agree, really, because, you know, that German sticker means it's not English. Anyway, we should now move on, because I'm sick and tired of talking about it. So the next release we have is Point Break. This was from Zavvi exclusive, and this has got, again, a embossed title. We also have a border there. This one's pretty washed out in terms of colours. Could have been a lot better. This one is one of those that they try and give away cheap, or at least did in the past. You know, buy any Steelbook and get this for a £5, and really, you can't blame them, because they're probably gonna have loads of these left. I mean, if that artwork was better, if it was glossy, then who knows what would happen to it. So the next one we have, again from the 14th of October, another exclusive. We have The Wicker Man, the final cut. I wish I'd pre-ordered it now, because if I had done, then I would have gotten the extra disc. This is the Blu-ray disc 1 final cut, and then we have DVD disc 1. Well, originally it said it had 3 discs in it, and they lied, and we ended up with just 2 discs. But if you pre-ordered it, they sent you the 3rd disc, which was disc 2 on Blu-ray, so I could have just chucked the DVD, because I don't care about that, and put it in there. But no, instead it was too late, the price got reduced, and so now I'm stuck. And of course the Amaray copy of this is bloody dead expensive. Studio Canal, again, just like Rush and a few others, please don't print like 4,000 copies of something. Print a load, because people want them and then they can't get them. Yeah, so I'll just show the inside artwork here. This was chosen by the people at High Def Ninja. Remember, they were the people, I was going to say they're the people that gave us the cover for From Dusk Till Dawn, but we're not going to get to that till later on in this video. But yeah, bear that in mind. And the back artwork, there's not really anything there, just a quote from the film. So yeah, nice front artwork though, pretty creepy stuff, the film, but yeah. So that one's still available though, The Wicker Man. So now we have another Zavvi exclusive, but we're on to the 21st of October, of course, coming up to Halloween, so there's a few creepy ones in here, a few horrors in that. First up we have The Beyond. This is a Zavvi exclusive, as I say. Really nice artwork on this. Arrow do really well with a lot of the original artwork that they put on these sort of releases. Zombie Flesh Eaters springs to mind, and as we'll see later on in this series, personally I think the best Steelbook of last year in terms of just the artwork was Big Trouble in Little China. So here we have the Blu-ray there. This is new artwork as well for the discs, because I do have the limited edition slipbox version, and there's the DVD. Got the booklet, which is the same as the one in the slipbox, and it's a cool inside artwork too. Put that back in. So yeah, this is again Zavvi exclusive, and it's still available. I think it has, well, it did come down in price, but a lot of their prices have gone back up now because it's after Christmas. Be hoping for some sort of Easter sale, I suppose. So for the same week we have Halloween. This is the 35th anniversary edition. This is available everywhere, still dirt cheap. It was only about £12 when it came out, still around about £10–12 mark. It's got embossed title, it's got a nice border, and this is the only Anchor Bay Steelbook release so far. Who knows if we'll get another one. No inside artwork, it's just completely black, which these days you don't really see a lot of no inside artworks. NIA should call that. But yeah, it's a pretty decent steelbook release, pretty good for a budget title. Now, next up we have an interesting one, still on the 21st of October. This is Seven Samurai. It's a pretty plain steelbook. It's got a sort of debossed title and pretty plain artwork. There's really hardly anything on this release. It's from BFI. It's their only steelbook so far, but they are releasing more. And in fact, this is a exclusive at this point, but this is being re-released. It's exactly the same art. It's basically just a reprint. It's not going to be a different steelbook. It's exactly the same, identical, and they're just making it non-exclusive, I think, in April. So there's the disc. So it's from BFI. They have a few others on the horizon. Nosferatu Vampire and Aguirre Wrath of God, I think it is. But yeah, they're starting to bring out some steelbooks now. But I'm surprised that this is actually becoming available to everyone, because it's not as if everyone rushed out and bought it in the first place. So I don't know why they're making it available to everyone, because people didn't want it when Zabby had it. And you know, I bought it when I think this was about £8-9 quid, and I mean, it's still available. I think it's gone back up on Zabby's site, but it'll be cheap again. And next up we have another non-exclusive. This is the Stone Roses Made of Stone, another rare release here from Channel 4 or 4 Video. The only other one they've put out so far is Trainspotting, and both of these, you know, have very limited artwork. At this point you could tell there's so many steelbooks coming out that really they were just phoning it in, a lot of them. So there's the special features disc. I don't know why that's there. Oh, that's why, because there's the feature and there's the DVD feature, and there's no inside artwork, so I don't need to take them out. Pretty sloppy stuff, to be honest, from them. But this was getting quite rare. I think it's okay now. It's not there. Oh, great. Something dropped on there, and now I've got to clean that. But yeah, it's still available. So now we're still on the 21st of October. It's like never ending. And we have Forbidden Planet. It's next up. I'm just checking. This is one of 2 Entertainment Store exclusives that were released on this day. So I really love this steelbook. Put the little 4,000 copy sticker at the bottom. It's got a nice border, and it's got an embossed robot there as well. Really cool stuff. If this had been glossy, this would have been perfect, but nevertheless, still really like this release. And I think it's gone back up to £15 now, but it was a tenner at one point. I mean, I paid 15 and I was happy to pay that. But I am waiting for the Corpse Bride and True Romance titles to get reduced to a tenner, because, you know, I've got burned once, so I'm not going to get burned again. And the other release, which I think is still available, is the World War Z steelbook. This was limited to 5,000 copies, not 4,000, probably too many actually. Individually numbered, mine's number 0751. So, you know, in the first 1,000, which isn't too bad. It's got a nice embossed Z, and also a title. It's a bit poppy though. It's got a border, the front and back match, but as I say, I don't really mind that. And then here we have the 2 discs, because it is 3D. 2D Blu-ray and 3D Blu-ray, and it's a nice black and white inside artwork. So yeah, that brings us up to the end of the 21st of October, I think. Yep. So now we move on to the releases from the 28th of October. Just put this over there. Okay, so let's start up with the 20th of October releases. So first up we have Dr. Mabuse der Spieler. This is the first Dr. Mabuse film, I believe. It's from Eureka, but it was the second one released, go figure. Pretty plain artwork, but as I say, you get that all the time from Eureka. There's the first disc, Blu-ray. Excuse me, there's a cough on. And second disc too. Again, both are special edition. Both are Blu-rays. I think there may be like an extra film on there as well, on the second disc. There's booklet too, and blue inside artwork there. But yeah, this one's still available. I mean, I bought this one released cheap from like Zabby Outlet on eBay. It was cheaper than their own site. like £14 something or other. It's still around that price today. And we're going to finish off with 4 Zavvi exclusives from the 28th. But we're going to continue on next time with another 2. So first up we have Captain America, the First Avenger. This one's still available, surprisingly. It's got a nice embossed title there. Got the border. It's a matte finish, but it's pretty decent. I mean, it's nowhere near as nice as the H&B exclusive. But yeah, I think I paid about £12–13 for it. It did come down in price. I think it might have gone back up now, but it has been as low as like £10. So I'd definitely say pick it up. You know, it's a decent release. We'll get to Thor, which is out of print next time, along with the not the Princess Bride, the Team America. Sorry, they'll be in the next video. They're the last 2 from the 20th of October. So here we are. Here's From Dusk Till Dawn. This is one of 3 Lionsgate releases we're going to show here, and yes, as I say, High Def Ninja shows that over that. But anyway, that's the way it goes, I suppose. Your lovely Lionsgate see-through discs. It's quite an old disc actually. I don't do that anymore. And you've got your black and white inside artwork as well. I do have the Titty Twister edition of this, which at some point I might actually take the Amory out and put this steelbook inside, but I'm still pissed that the French edition had a 3-disc steelbook with 2 Blu-rays and a DVD in it, albeit I think it might have been a G1 sized release, but it also had a neon Titty Twister sign, which we didn't get, so we got screwed on that. But I think it was only about £12 for the Titty Twister release, so it's not too bad. So yes, now we get on to the final 2. So here's the Princess Bride. This luckily isn't like an old disc inside. It was the newer version of the disc, the 25th anniversary edition. So I think the original one was from Fox. This was from Lionsgate. So yeah, it's got black and white inside artwork, and I say one of my favourite backs because we get to see Andre the Giant. So Andre the Giant, we hardly knew ye from The Simpsons. Okay, and last but not least we have, or maybe it is least, Reservoir Dogs. Great film, limited rewatchability, but they really screwed the pooch on this release. It's nowhere near as nice as the other Lionsgate Tarantino steelbooks, and suffice to say I waited until this was really cheap to buy, and it got even cheaper. I'm not sure if it's actually gone now. I don't know if it's out of print now, but there's the limited collector's edition Blu-ray inside. And yeah, nice black and white inside artwork, but bottom line is this is still pretty cheap, I think. And if it was not on Zavvi anymore, cause I don't really check the older steelbooks because I've already got them, I'm sure it's pretty cheap on eBay. So yeah, that'll do with this video. Thanks again for watching. We've now hit the magic 300. Next time, as I say, we'll start off with Team America and Thor, and we go all the way through to number 320, which is Ponyo, which I didn't get that long ago. So yeah, that's November. Takes us through most of November. So yeah, thanks again for watching, and I'll be back with another one of these Bluray Steelbook reviews, chronological ones, hopefully in a week. Until then, thanks again for watching.